Hello dear students, this is Unit 1 Rajput Age New Rulers and States of Social Science. We have already completed the first part of the chapter which consists of the states of North India, and in this part we will study about the states of South India and the administration during the Rajput era. Let's start with part 2. States of South India. The states located in the south of river Narmada are called southern states. In the 8th century, many small and large dynasties became independent in South India as well as North India. Let's obtain some information about dynasties like Chalukya, Rashtrakuta, Pallava, Chola, Pandya and Chera. Chalukya Dynasty. The first king of Chalukya Dynasty was King Jayasingha. In 540 AD, Vatapi was made capital and a separate independent state was established by Pulkeshi I. This dynasty is known as Chalukya Dynasty of Vatapi, present-day Badami. In this dynasty, there were important rulers like Kirtivarman, Pulkeshi I and Pulkeshi II. When the power of Vatapi Chalukyas was weakened, one of their branches was established in the region between Krishna and Godavari rivers. This branch was established by Vishnuvardhan. As these Chalukya rulers of East made Vengi their capital, they were known as Vengi Chalukyas. Like Vatapi and Vengi, Kalyani also had a branch of the Chalukya dynasty. These Chalukyas were known as Chalukyas of Kalyani. Rashtrakuta Dynasty. The power of the Rashtrakuta Dynasty rose when the Chalukya Dynasty declined in the south. Indra I is considered to be the first king of this dynasty. Govind III was the most powerful ruler of Rashtrakuta Dynasty. Yadav Dynasty. Two states of the Yadav Dynasty existed around this time in South India: Devgiri, Dwarsamudra. The Hoysal dynasty ruled in Dwarsamudra and Devgiri was ruled by the Yadavs. Dwarsamudra was the capital of Hoysals and Devgiri, present Daulatabad, was the capital of the Yadavs. Kakatiya. After the decline of Kalyani Chalukya's empire in the south, new kingdom emerged there. These included Kakatiya of Warangal also. They ruled over the land between Krishna and Kaveri rivers. Warangal was their capital. Pallava Dynasty. This dynasty was founded by Babdev. Their capital was at Kanchipuram. Mahendravarman I, Narsimhavarman I, Narsimhavarman II were the important rulers of this dynasty. Chola Dynasty. The region where Tanjore, Tiruchirappalli and Pudukkottai are located, Chola Mandal ruled there during the medieval period. Tanjore was their capital. Rajaraja I, Rajadhiraja I and Rajendra I were the important rulers of the Chola dynasty. Pandya Dynasty. The Pandya kingdom was small, but it was a large center of trade. Chera Dynasty. At that time, one of the regions which got separated from Tamil was ruled by Chera Dynasty. Another name of Chera is Kerala or Malayalam. Ayan was the first ruler of Chera Dynasty and Setungvan was the best Chera ruler. Administration of Rajput era. In the Rajput era, position of the king was hereditary. It was not necessary that only the eldest son of the king could become the ruler. King used to make one of his sons Yuvraj or his successor, who later on became the king. Ministers were of two types at that time: Amatya, ministers, and secretaries. Amatya's job was to negotiate and do politics, and the secretary's job was to fight and make peace. The final decision on every policy was taken by the king. At that time, the bureaucrats of the regime were holding positions like Mahapratihar and Dandanayak. The head of the town council was called the mayor or Nagarpati. Village institutions occupied a very important place during the Rajput rule. These institutions had developed so well that Gram Panchayat remained important even at the time of the Mughals. Just like North, Gram Panchayat occupied an important place in South also. Its head was called Mukhi or Sarpanch. Although Gram Panchayat used to give judgment in many matters, yet the king was the supreme authority in judicial system of the state. Trade Commerce. There was a separate department for taking care of commerce-related matters in the Rajput era. This department used to make arrangements for collection of tax over the foreign trade, decide the value of things, and purchase essential commodities required in the state. Main source of tax collection was land revenue, which was 1/6 part of the production. In Rajput era, land tax was known as bhag. It is levied on land even today also. Revenue was also collected from ports, checkposts and irrigation. Stambhatir, Khambhat and Bhrigukach, Bharuch ports of Gujarat were famous for foreign trade at that time. Foreign attacks on India. Muslim invaders invaded India between the 8th and 12th century. In the 8th century, Muhammad ibn Qasim attacked northwestern part of India in order to extend boundaries of the Arab kingdom. The army of Sabuktigin also invaded from northwest part, but these invasions did not help the invaders to establish their power in India. After that, seeing abundant wealth, Sultan Muhammad Ghazni invaded India several times between 1000 AD and 1026 AD. He kept on invading India again and again, and each time he invaded with more power. The Indians could not unite to form a powerful army. As a result, in 1026, he invaded Somnath and looted a lot of wealth. India was invaded again from the same direction, from where Muhammad Ghazni attacked about 150 years after the former invasions. After the death of Muhammad Ghazni, there were battles among them for power in Ghazni, but our rulers could not take advantage of this weakness as the power was not stable. Consequently, Shahabuddin Ghori invaded India in the late 12th century. Initially, he had to suffer some defeats, but finally he defeated Prithviraj Chauhan in the second battle at Tarai and established his power in Delhi. That's it with the first chapter, Unit 1, Rajput Age. And you'll get the exercise in short in the next video.